So today we have a unique multi-tool to look at. This is the Quarrow MT11. And this is a very unique tool. You can see the Q right there on both sides so that you don't miss that. And this is, wow, look at this. This is a very wide tool. And let's go ahead and jump into its most unique feature, which is a fold-out spring-loaded set of fishing pliers. Now these right here are for crimping. So these are known as the needle nose pliers, spring-loaded jaws, crimper, and wire cutter. That is what the packaging says. And you can see where you can cut right here and crimp and so forth. So very unique set of fishing pliers. Now, one of the things to keep in mind here when we review these tools is a lot of times, even if we don't like the tool overall, usually they get one thing right. And this right here, I think, is one of the things they might have gotten right, which is a locking set of pliers on this side. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. So we can close that up right there. And then in here, we get the flashlight. And then there we go. We have a little pen light of sorts, keychain light. Again, a lot of people don't like these, but if you're fishing, it could come in very handy with your tackle box at night. And then we do have a couple extra tools right here. We have the hook remover right here. We have the fish, the descaler tool as well. And then we have the can opener and bottle cap lifter. Now, this is a tool that almost every multi-tool has on it, and there's always someone complaining if it doesn't. So rest assured, you do have your can opener and bottle cap lifter on this tool. And then on this side, you have your gigantic 3-inch knife for doing all your fishing, cutting up fish needs. So you do have that as well. And you have the nice thumb stud. So that is fairly easy to find right there, and that locks in place as well. Now, this right here is a very ungainly knife, but it is unique, and why I say that is because for years, different companies have been trying to find a way to make essentially a pocket knife with a set of pliers. And I think some have come across and they have done a lot better job than others. So this tool is definitely not the best of them, but if we look at this Blackie Collins right here, this tool right here, and this is the Paradox, I believe it is. So it has a really nice knife. It's fairly thin compared to this tool right here. So I think that's, it's about half the size. Well, not quite half the size, about 3/4 of the size. And you do have the pliers and you have the bit driver in the back, which I really like. But one of the things that really hinders this tool is there's no lock right here that springs out. And so I think that's an opportunity that was missed. I think the inventor is passed away, but I believe that is something that could be done if someone were to update this design. And that would be a unique feature to add. And again, there's other things that could be done, but obviously I like this bit driver better on the Milwaukee right here. So that's pretty cool how it locks into place. And then again, of course, you have the utility knife. I just wish there was a version with a set of pliers. I think that would make this a perfect tool with a knife, replaceable blade, replaceable bits, and then a pair of pliers. So that would be really cool. So we have all these right here, and then we bring in SOG. Now, SOG has been trying to do this forever. We have the SOG reactor, which is always fun. Let's see, there we go. It spits out the set of pliers right there, and then you've got your tools on the inside. And again, it was trying to be a pocket knife of sorts with a plier. You've got your pocket clip right here. Again, this was a lot more pocketable again, a lot thinner as well. About the same length, but again, a lot better executed, I feel like. And then you have the Power Duo. And the Power Duo, again, trying to have this very slim handle. And then again, you had a very large knife. So a lot of these really focus on a huge knife and a large set of pliers, and everything else is pretty much secondary. And so with the Power Duo, you had a lot of tools, or several tools right here as well, but this always cracked. So even from brand new, pretty much this seemed to be cracking, and that just created issues, of course, in the quality department. So SOG sort of changed gears and went with this full metal frame, sort of like with their reactor, or their not the reactor, but this right here is the switch plier, rather. This is the reactor. And so the reactor right here, and now they've moved on to another model, very similar, almost identical to this, but a little different. So SOG has definitely kept trying to master this, almost like the pocket knife plier. And I think with this frame, they're doing really good with it. I think it's evolved to be a pretty handy tool, but I find myself drawn to a full frame multi-tool, and even I prefer the Power Pint over this. So these pliers probably are a little beefier than the Power Pint, but I still prefer the Power Pint's all the tools that it packs in its handle. So anyway, that's sort of a quick history of some of what multi-tool companies have done over the years, and certainly not exhaustive. But with the Quarrow MT11, this is what it says it has. It has, again, the needle nose pliers, spring-loaded jaws, crimper and wire cutter. It's got the 3-inch lock blade stainless steel knife blade, non-slip rubber handle, LED light, 12,000 MCD, bottle can opener, fish descaler, hook remover. So this is the packaging, and it was $14.95. I bought this off of eBay. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you see this tool, you can't buy this anymore except on the used market. I guess as recently as last year, some online companies had it in stock, but I think most of all those stocks are depleted. But you can probably find these on eBay now and then.